There's this text in Genesis 9. I have several questions about it. This is where Noah got drunk and was lying naked in his tent after the flood. Lots of speculation here. I'm going to respond directly to the person who asked this question and send you some stuff to read because it would take quite a while to explore some of this. But most of it is purely speculation. We just don't know. However, I do want to respond directly to the part about this text being used to justify slavery because it was alleged that Africans descended directly from Ham, and because the text speaks of serving, that they were resigned to be slaves, and it was biblically justifiable. That is such a terrible position to hold, and there's nothing exegetically or theologically that would justify taking this text to say that some people were resigned to slavery because of their race. It's just not here. Some of the descendants of Ham did settle in portions of Africa. Most of them settled in the Middle East. But for this text to be used to suggest that descendants of Ham are to be resigned eternally to being slaves is simply wrong. And I appreciate this question being asked because that text, especially prominent in the 19th century in America, I think. And so it's a really, really awful thing. So it's just not there. It's just not there in the text. A couple of things about this, questions that were asked. Noah seems to be at fault for drunkenness and nakedness, so why is Ham in trouble for seeing him? So Ham's the one who got in trouble, and specifically his youngest son Canaan. Well, we just don't know for sure exactly what Ham did. I think because of its connection to the nakedness of Adam and Eve in Genesis 3, when they committed sin and then Satan exposed their nakedness, you have Ham acting in a similar sense, kind of taking on that role of Satan in Genesis 9 and exposing the nakedness of his father. My guess is that he mocked him, and when he told his brothers about him, he was violating a very important biblical principle, and that is that nakedness, especially in a Hebrew context, was shameful, and for Ham to take delight in that or to make fun of his father, to disrespect his father was a terrible sin in the ancient world. And so it seems to me that's what's going on. I think it is a problem of disrespect. There's this question as well, is there a difference between being cursed by God and being cursed by Noah? Yeah, and yes, I think there absolutely is. And so I have some questions here about why did Noah curse Ham's youngest son Canaan? Don't know for sure. Perhaps it's because Ham was the youngest son of Noah, and then Noah pronounces this curse against Ham's youngest son Canaan. But it is certainly true that Noah is the one who pronounced the curse. God was by no means destined to obey this simply because Noah urged it. But there's a lot of speculation here. I'm going to send you some stuff about that. But good questions here about a difficult text. And if anybody else is interested in receiving this material, I'll send by email. Just email me or text me or whatever, and I'll send it to you.